As we know, Epic Games, their account, their official developer account, publisher account was completely banned, then deleted from the Apple iOS store and will probably never return. But they are trying every sort of legal loophole and technicality to get back in there. And this was of course overpaying fees. That's right, if you want to sell something on the Apple store, the iOS store, you have to pay them their fees. You can't do it for free. Apple wants 20% of everything that you sell, so you sell $10 million worth of whatever, you get to keep $8 million, Apple keeps $2 million, and life moves forwards. Is that too high? Who knows? But you still have $8 million more than you had yesterday. But Epic did of course not like that, and went about circumventing their in-game store feature so that it bypassed Apple's store completely and you were buying direct from Epic Games, so Epic Games didn't have to pay Apple any fees at all. Apple got big bad, dropped the ban hammer, and Fortnite Epic Games is no longer welcome on the iOS store. In light of Epic Games having their account completely deleted, never to return, it has come to light that they just don't like paying fees overall, with emails surfacing from the CEO of Epic Games himself complaining to Big Gabbin that the fees are just too damn high. As we know, Valve likes to take 30% of everything sold. That's right, you sell $10 million worth of game, Valve takes $3 million, you take $7 million, and life moves forwards. Epic Games' big thinking is that, hey, due to these high fees at all these stores, you kind of got a monopoly on gaming, and it's not fair for everyone because of these crazy high fees. You're hurting the gaming industry. And it's like, not really, because if you've got a great game, it will still sell well, people will play it. We've seen recent titles like Power World, like Helldivers, where the games aren't exactly all that good, but they still sell well, lots of people play them. They couldn't care less about prices or fees or anything like that. Something about these games excites people or something. And if your game offers whatever people want, then fees, prices, none of these things matter. People just want it and gimme, gimme, gimme. Does Valve and Apple have a monopoly? Absolutely. But let's say they drop those fees. Let's say they cut them in half. What difference would it really make at the end? So out of that $10 million, let's say you get $9 million back and Valve only gets $1 million. I mean, does that difference really make any sort of tangible difference out there? Because it just essentially means that, instead of only buying the limited edition Ferrari, you just simply cannot afford the 1 out of 10 ever made limited edition Ferraris. So it's a bit, Now, Apple is a bit of a boomer company. Like, a lot of old guys like their products, and I wasn't there for the whole Apple thing. I'm not old enough, so I don't know if they ever were good. But their products now definitely aren't very good. And then you've got Valve and Steam, and I kind of was there for when Valve and Steam were actually really good, and they have dipped a lot, but people still hold on to those great, fantastic memories and are waiting for that Valve comeback, and it's just never going to happen. Valve don't make them games no more. Could this simply just be about the Epic Games Store? Now, the Epic Store does have a lot of users. They're mostly all just Fortnite players, but they have a player base that is equally as large as Valve's Steam, or if not bigger. So they're all definitely rolling in the dough. Now you might be thinking, hey, what sort of fees do Epic Games charge if you want to use the Epic Store? And they have a bit of a complex system, but it's roughly around 20%. So that's right, come to the Epic Store and you make 10% more money. Well, wowzers. Now, to me, Steam is still the home of PC gaming. If you want a PC game, you really have to be using Steam. Anything and everything absolutely comes out on Steam. Its user face isn't too bad, and their customer service is absolutely terrible, especially for a billion-dollar company, but that is what happens when you hire people from Reddit. Now, as much as I dislike Valve and dislike Steam, I'm still going to be using it. It's still going to be my main gaming platform, shop thing, whatever, simply because it is still the best. Well, at least for me anyway. The interface is good, the system is mostly good, I love all the stats, and most importantly, it feels like an actual PC program to use. I'm not using a smartphone app, which is great because I have a mouse and keyboard. It's nice having a few different options. Yes, my brain can handle it. And there is of course the Steam app, but no one uses that crap.